Welcome to the Workplace Minute, powered by H3 HR Advisors and sponsored by Paychex, one of the leading providers of HR, payroll, retirement, and software solutions for businesses of all sizes. My name is Steve Boese. California Disneyland workers reached new labor deal, scoring big raises. After months of negotiations that nearly led to a strike, thousands of U.S. Disneyland workers in California agreed to accept a new contract. The deal mandates an increase in the park's minimum wage from the previous $19.90 per hour to a final $26 an hour after 3 years, netting workers a total increase of 31% in pay. The new contract grants most of that wage hike right away, increasing the wage to $24 per hour immediately. It followed a campaign by a coalition of 4 Disney unions representing 14,000 workers. And in statements, both the unions and the Disney Corporation celebrated the deal. During the negotiations, workers voted to authorize a strike, which would have been the first at the park in 40 years. They reached a deal before actually walking out. And the contract also provides more flexible employee attendance and sick leave policies. Cast members, as employees are known at Disney, who perform at the park and are dressed as Disney characters, were also granted some longevity increases to their wages. People with 10 years of service got a 50% per hour increase, rising to $2 per hour after 20 years of service. The increases in the agreement were all made retroactive to June 17th. The bargaining unit, which called itself Disney Workers Rising, represented a range of park workers from custodians to retail workers and to cast members. And union representatives have been holding talks with Disney since April of this year. Disney initially offered wage increases of less than $1 per year for 5 years, which the labor groups called insulting and flat out rejected. And in July, a federal mediator joined the union at the negotiating table. Earlier in July, 99% of unionized workers voted to authorize a strike, and the last Disneyland strike was back in 1984, where around 2,000 workers struck for a total of 22 days. Union members also signed petitions, held rallies at the entrance of the Disney theme parks, and passed out buttons to guests with Mickey Mouse's hand clenched in a fist, a symbol of organized labor. Workers had complained to the National Labor Relations Board about Disney's conduct, alleging that it had threatened to discipline workers over the buttons and attempted to surveil and intimidate its workers. A statement from union organizers described the deal as historic and the contract we all deserved. And a Disney corporate statement said, it was proud of its working relationship with the unions and that the deal focuses on what matters most to our cast members while positioning Disneyland Resort for future growth and new job creation. The Disneyland Workers Agreement is the latest in a series of impressive wins for organized labor, spanning diverse industries and companies in transportation, logistics, auto manufacturing, airlines, and entertainment. It will be important to watch if the momentum can be continued the rest of this year and into 2025. We will continue to cover the important topics and trends in the world of work here on the HR Happy Hour Media Network. That's it for the Workplace Minute, powered by H3 HR Advisors.